I'll watch all military movies.
Yeah.
But I've just never, just
like Stripes. Like Stripes.
Yeah, Stripes. Yeah. My favorite movie of all time is John Wayne, The Green Berets.
Oh, okay.
Fighting soldiers from the sky.
That's
men who jump and die.
Well, September is almost here, Gibby, and Jays fans are starting to look around for that panic button to hammer it down. Let me ask you this. Will this team make the postseason? Because that is the number one question in Canada today.
Yeah, I think so. I think they have the best pitching out of any of those teams that are right in the hunt. But there's no reason they can't reel off 20 games. They're good enough to do that, and they're due for that. Usually good teams do that, So, but if they don't get in, probably not going to be a good scene because there's been so much hype for this year,
You've walked me into my next question because that's the media-savvy person you are. What happens if this team misses the playoffs?
Obviously, they're gonna make some changes. I mean, you almost have to. They'll take a lot of heat. There's no doubt about it. But I can remember, hey, you got to keep in mind, my experience has taught me in 2016, we had to win on the last game of the year in Fenway Park to get into the wild card game, right?
That's right.
So maybe they have a good, strong month, battle hard, and they go into that playoffs. And stick by your boys.
That's right.
They're not the Leafs. Stick by them.
Hey, let's talk about David Schneider for a second. He was on your podcast last week. It was a fantastic one, so definitely check that out if you're watching this video right now. He played in back-to-back games against the Guardians for the first time since around August the 10th, somewhere in that range. So a lot of Jays fans in social media going, what does this guy have to do to continue to play? And why aren't they playing him as often as a lot of Jays fans want him to be playing?
Analytics. That would be my guess. The big part of sports, baseball especially, is you play the hot hand, When a guy's hot, he's hot. They're confident. Things are just going their way. That's what happens. The mojo, whatever you want to call it. But I think what happens with the analytics is they say, well, this guy's swing doesn't match up with this guy. For crying out loud, until he cools off, man. Ride that hot hand. Otherwise, you know what happens? The baseball gods punish you.
You do not want that to happen in the month of September. I'll tell you
Maybe that's what's happened. Who knows?
Final question for you, Gibby. This weekend, the Guardians DFA Noah Syndergaard. Should the Jays have any interest in this guy, or is that a hard pass from you?
For what? They can have a little hair competition with Bo Bichette or what? I don't know what they use.
For rock band parties, yes.
Yeah, there you go. You know what, Davey? I don't think so. He's been bouncing around. The strength the Blue Jays have is their pitching staff, the rotation and the bullpen. I don't know how he fits. I don't think they need that.
Fair enough. Gibby says no to Noah.
Who does have the better hair though, him or Bo? Man, that'd be it.
I'm leaning Bo.
We better let the gals make that.
Yeah. You look good with longer hair. No?
Gray hair is one thing when it's short. When it gets a little bit long, it's just not quite as appealing.
Tough but fair. Thanks, Gibby. We'll see you next time.
You'll find that out someday, David.
Want more John Gibbons takes? Sports Interaction is the official gaming partner of Gibby. Join us every Wednesday and Friday for Gibby's takes around Major League Baseball and, of course, the Toronto Blue Jays. Click the link and subscribe to our YouTube page today.